Hi everyone, my name is Elisha and this is my neighborhood investigation. So on the screen right now you'll see my neighborhood and it's in between Green River and Riverview Boulevard South. And the area that I was actually investigating is between a 10-block radius. So South 24th Place, 50th Avenue South, 52nd Way South, and Green River. And the problems that I saw in my neighborhood was not enough diversity, hard accessibility for crossings, and deforested areas where native plants or trees should be. And next on these slides, you'll see a couple of photos that I took explaining the problems that I saw in my neighborhood. So the first one is equitable opportunities. And you'll see on the slide, I put in two pictures. First one is Creekside Park use guidelines, and there's a list of guidelines that the guests of Riverview North have to adhere by. And on the right side, you can see this is no soliciting or trespassing. This is a private residential community. And living in this community, you could say that it's hard to get into. And I haven't seen much diversity in the neighborhood, even on Facebook or Nextdoor. And so the second thing that I wanted to share is transportation. So on this slide, you can see two pictures that I took right outside the housing area. And there aren't many crossings to be able to get to the other side of the crosswalk. On the left, you can see a circle kind of floating. There's not a crossing over there. And if you keep going on that side, the sidewalk ends and you'd have to find another means to get to the other side. And then on the right side, you'll see that I'm close enough to live to an intersection. But if you live on the left side, there's no real possibility of getting all the way to the intersection. So my third thing that I wanted to show is deforested areas. So on the left side, you can see that there is land cleared out, and this land was actually being prepared for construction. This is along the Green River, by the way. And on the right side, you can see that this area is newly cut, and it was preoccupied by native bushes and plants. And then going across my neighborhood investigation, I came with 5 big questions. So the first one is, who does the construction benefit, and are the people affected being included in the conversation? So this one really pertains to the Green River pictures that I took. So since there was construction going around that river, I was wondering, who does it benefit, and are the people, meaning the conservationists of Green River and the surrounding neighborhoods, like my neighborhood, and there are a lot of neighborhoods in the area, but are they being included in the conversation? And then my second question is, why are there only a few bus stops and a few crossings in a heavily populated area? So as I showed in that transportation slide, there wasn't a lot of crossings. I was fortunate enough to live next to a crossing, but there isn't enough crossings if you go onto the left side, and there's only a few bus stops. And my third question is, why are there no rain gardens, stormwater detention ponds, etc. where I live? So while walking around, I didn't see any obvious rain gardens or stormwater detention ponds. They're either residentially or community-wise. But I did see wetlands. So my fourth question is, are the wetlands near my area healthy? And my last question is, why is there no local produce or grocery stores in walking distance of where I live? Generally, you would get to a fast food restaurant or a gas station quicker than getting to a local produce or grocery store. So now we're going to be going over King County and Kent City plans. So the first one is for equity. And this is King County's plan from 2016 to 2022. And I circled a couple of things that showed housing, investing in employees, and creating a healthy stream of equity, like you can see on the bottom picture of the left. And then for transportation, I took a snip from the City of Kent Transportation Improvement Program. This is from 2016 to 2021. So on the left, you'll see a map of Kent. And in my neighborhood, I circled it. There's not projects being done. The projects actually on the map would be shown in either red or green, and there's a dot or a line going through it. And then on the right side, you'll see that there's projects added and projects removed. So the projects that added, there are funds, and the projects removed, there are not many funds. And then the third thing that I want to talk about is deforested areas. So this one was taken from the 2016 Green River System, the Wide Improvement Framework. So the thing that I really circled was vegetation management, because in the pictures you can see that there's not a lot of vegetation that's on or along the Green River. So the suggested solutions that I came up with is implementing healthy streams stronger in the Kent community. And I took this picture back from the King County Equity slide. And especially near Kent Station and low-income areas, so individuals know that there's safe communities out there and they're able to afford living in those. And then my second solution was finding more funding in different areas of Kent city budget rather than dropping projects. So this could mean fundraising or asking the county, things like that. And my third suggested solution is assurance of green practices in the newly constructed areas. So the information that I collected is right here on the screen. On the left side, it was my first time going around. I took a brief overview of where things were and how many things were in my neighborhood. And then on the right side, I really delved into the questions of the neighborhood investigation and circled, you can see on number 11, I circled a problem and I wrote problem next to it. And that's something that I based the neighborhood investigation slides off of. And then here you'll see the same thing, intersection crossing, I said problem, and I circled it. But these are my field notes. And then on this slide, I have resources that are specific to the city of Kent, which I live in, and would benefit to share for these slides. So you have the Adopt a Street program, Adopt a Spot program, and environmental stewardship. So the impact I would like to have from this whole neighborhood investigation is contributing to a community that I live in. So I hope that this neighborhood investigation or any neighborhood investigations that you do yourself will help you make an impact in your community.